Hello everyone, my name is Derpify and welcome back to Gnomoria episode 45. So, what has been happening, Well, there's been an update since the last episode. It is version 0.8.21 and it's a bit of a smaller one, but that is okay because there has been, I think it was Thanksgiving over the break that this was actually being done. So gnomes can be assigned to a workshop. So when a workshop has an assigned gnome, only that gnome will use it. So we can go up to let's say this carpenter, and we can actually, I think it's in overview, yeah, we can assign this to only one person, and only that one person will be able to use it. So if you want someone that's just constantly making stuff that's really good skill with something, just assign them to something, I guess, and just keep them running. I'm not going to do that for now because I don't really feel like it. It probably will be useful, of course it will be useful for certain situations, but at the moment I'm cool with just, letting it go as it does, and letting things happen a little bit crazy and naturally, as just the way that things go. And I guess it does tell us that who can actually use this because of the one, or is that something completely different? It looks like everyone actually has a one, except for Fancy Caterpillar, Odlemo, and all these other people, Cherry Coke, Frodo, Ballbreaker, Mass Murder Montage, all these crazy people do not have ones next to their names. I guess that just maybe indicates whether or not they're already assigned to something, or I don't think it will be that. But anyway, that's a change. There's also been a material filter for stockpiles. So if we go up to this stockpile right here, we should be able to actually filter by some certain materials. So if we go into goods, wood, and under log, we can actually sort by any type of logs that there are. So we should be able to do this with stone as well, bauxite, lapis lazuli, basalt, and granite. So this just allows a greater amount of customizability and control over what is going inside of your stockpiles and which ones take which. Pretty self-explanatory, but it is a really nice option. The third thing that was added is gnomes equip the best available leather armor when the uniform is set to leather or any material. So basically, leather, I assume, has different levels or different grades of quality, and the ones made by, I assume, higher skilled people are just better than the ones made by lower skilled people. It makes sense, and it's really just a no-nonsense thing. The gnomes will now actually pick up the highest quality leather armor that they can, as opposed to just getting whatever's closest to them, or however it used to be calculated. There's also a number of crashes fixed, and also gnomes accepting jobs that have required components underwater. So basically, gnomes used to accept jobs that had components that they needed for that job underwater. So they'd be like, well, what the hell am I gonna do? Can't swim. And then they just couldn't finish the job, and it was basically wasting time. So gnomes are smarter now. They also don't get stuck in statues and pillars immediately after they're built. That was apparently a problem. I didn't see it, but gnomes, sometimes they just get really affectionate with the statue that they see. It was probably their previous mayor, Windborb, and actually talking about him, his room has actually been taken up by the crossbow person. That's sort of, I don't know, that really hits home that it actually, Windborb is no longer here. He's never going to sleep down here ever again, because he's down in the depths, a dead corpse, which is really bad. But life does go on. We can see all of these soldiers right here. Look how they're all sleeping. And there's like two people out here that not even actually doing anything, just standing around waiting for their training buddies to come back. We see Strawberries actually rushing into the Grizzly Inkling. So people wanted to see the battle log for Windborb and to see actually what happened to him. So if we go to events and in combat, I think it was the second day of summer. It was the last fight that we had. It was during a Beetle. And we should be able to see somewhere that Windborb actually died during this. Or Windborb, okay, so, here we go. I don't think Windborb actually died during the battle. It was actually once he left it. So if we go ahead and look, Windborb swings with his copper pickaxe at the Beetle, but the Beetle dodges the attack. The Beetle bites with his mandibles at Windborb, hitting the left arm, slicing through the skin, cutting the muscle, smashing the muscle, and smashing the bone. Windborb's left arm was bleeding and an artery has been struck, like the first attack that was done. So, that Beetle was just completely dominating him during like the whole battle, because Windborb's lower body was mangled. The Beetle did fall over, but he got up like incredibly quickly, and it was really just a sad thing. We can see Landroid 2070 comes in, bashes with her copper shield at the Beetle, hitting the head and smashing the chitin. I don't know what a chitin is, but I guess it's maybe, I don't know, I have no idea what that is, honestly. I've only heard chitlin, but I don't even know what that is. So maybe it's like the head, because it's the head. Maybe it's the protective shell. Might be the protective shell, I'm not too sure. But Windball's left leg was bleeding and an artery has been struck and he falls to the ground. I mean, it's really terrible. I mean, there was even points during the battle where Windball just could not see because his eyes were so badly damaged, but then he could see again. He was being dazed, he was going crazy, and there we can see the final message right after he drops his copper pickaxe. And actually, this is beautiful, isn't it? Windball punches the Beetle, hitting the right middle leg and smashing the chitlin. And as he does that, just as he finishes the punch and a really damaging blow to the Beetle, he falls victorious in his own life, in his own world, in his own mind, to his own people. And he just fell in battle, you know, as he punched that Beetle. And I think that's really a great way to go out. That's probably the best way that someone could die. Doing an attack, doing some damage, sticking up for our kingdom, and then obviously falling, unfortunately, in the battlefield. So with all of that happening last episode, I obviously rushed and got all of these torches ready to be placed, and they're actually being placed right now. In fact, I'm not sure if I will have, oh, I don't want to go down. I'm not sure if I will have enough torches, so if we just scoot on back up to the actual carpenters. Okay, so we got at least 20 pine torches, so that's going to be constantly crafted, and we've also got this carpenter working to 20 pine torches as well. It's probably a good time to check to make sure that we actually have enough coal. And okay, so we've got 23 coal. I'm not sure, it's not being made on the furnace for now, so let's go ahead and craft coal and then have that crafted to about 20. Actually, I think maybe 30 even, because, you know, having coal is always important for the metalwork, and of course the torches when things like this happen. We can actually see, oh, there's a new graphic. We can see, I don't know when this came in, but I haven't seen it until now. When the gnome is actually holding the torch, they actually have like a little miniature torch as opposed to carrying around this gigantic pillar of a torch. So it actually looks proper now. It looks really cute and really nice. And again, scrolling back down to the layers where Windbob actually died and where the greatest threat for our kingdom is at the moment, we can see that I've obviously put these torches up, and there's actually an option that wonderful viewers, thank you again, have let me know that is actually there. If you come to controls, right here you can see show darkness. Now the explanation is it highlights the area of the map in red that are dark enough for enemies to appear. So basically, if an enemy can spawn, it's going to show up red when you click this button. And I've just set it to tab because that is, I don't know, the easiest thing that I thought. So you hit tab, your interface goes away, and you can see that obviously all these parts are lit up, and that's where enemies can spawn, where they can be, and you basically just want to get rid of them with torches. So this is going to help like a huge amount for when I'm placing more torches, and as I get these up to pretty much eliminate any of the danger zones on the highway to the Top Gear. It's not Top Gear, it's Top Gun. Can't believe I just said Top Gear, but it's going to eliminate the danger zones, and I'm going to be able to like fly a jet and just crash into something like the Goblin Kingdom, and I'll go out in a blaze of fury, and it'll just be sort of weird because I'll kill myself, but that's not even the point, but it kind of is. That doesn't make sense, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead, let these torches actually start coming up, and also go ahead and do quick build orders for some more torches. As we can see, some of the areas are actually not being, actually have torches placed inside of them. So we can see that a beetle, oh crap, a beetle cocoon has been spotted. Wow, that looks really ugly and very alien-like. It looks like a skeleton wrapped in... Yeah. So we can assume that... Oh, crap. The beetles must be out here. Oh, crap. Okay. So we're definitely going to want to attack the beetle cocoon. It is actually exhausted, and... I don't know. This could be a good thing if no more beetles come out. But it could be a bad thing if... Whoa. Did that cocoon just move? Oh no, the clay golem has been spotted. Okay, so the clay golem The beetle cocoon has died. Let's go ahead and attack this clay golem, get him out of there, because that's been very naughty. He's gonna try and pounce on us once we're actually fighting that cocoon. There we can see the clay golem is dead, and someone's actually dropped their hand axe and bronze sword. Not totally sure why they've done that, but they have done it, weirdly enough. I think someone might have been bleeding. Fat guy's blood, I think, yeah, he must have been bleeding as he rushed upstairs. We can see this guy very late to the party. He actually came down slowly and was like, wait a minute, wait a minute, guys, I'm coming down. And it's actually Frodo. He was trying to chuck the ring into the fire, but it did not work because he was far too slow, and the whole world just freaking ended before he could even get there. So we're gonna go back to building torches, because that is what we're doing at the moment. Making sure downstairs is safe. We can see that this area needs to be lit up by torches. Some of these areas are being already have torches queued up to go inside them. And if we actually look, we can see that these 3 torches are like, don't actually need to, wait, no, these 2 torches here don't actually need to be there. So we'll go ahead and chuck a torch inside there, and I think that should be enough there, and also here. We can go ahead and just cancel those jobs and just keep some of the torches for later use, instead of just going ahead and wasting them. That's going to be really useful for being able to manage and do this quicker. If we raise the floors, we can actually see that if we just go ahead and mine out this coal here, there should be some other things. Yeah, we can see that there is actually, I think it's some iron here. The sun has risen, so we're safe. We didn't actually get any battles during that. Maybe it was in the previous episode, I'm not totally sure. I must have just ended right after a battle. And if we just have a quick scan over here, yeah, we can see some more copper over here as well, and that's gonna obviously help us with our weapon and our armors, because that's always an important thing, keeping the military going. And this music, this wonderful music that plays, this, I'll tell you what, this music, half the tracks in this game are stuck in my head, and every time I come to play Gnomoria, I'm humming and singing like the beats to the music. So I don't know, it's really nice music. I just keep getting it stuck in my head, and it's crazy, and it keeps reminding me of it. Like, I'll just be randomly throughout the day, and I'll just be like, oh, that song, I don't know. Can't think of one right now, but honestly, it does pop up in my head. And we can see the birch walls here are being replaced, and we can see that actually these stone blocks have nowhere to go. That's kind of odd, because this stockpile should be actually accepting stone blocks. It is accepting stone blocks, and I guess it just doesn't want to get moved. So maybe we should put, no, the stockpile's already up at 2. We don't want to put it any higher than that, because that'll be like critical status, craziness. And we can see out here that there is actually room for enemies to spawn. We can see a torch. Stupidly, a torch was stuck in there. Actually, that's what I was going to do with this area. Let's go ahead and mine out that little bit there, get that torch out of there, and actually make a underground tunnel down to the actual the mine, so the soldiers have a quicker way to get there. But honestly, I'm thinking, when you think about it, okay, so they run all the way over here and they go down the staircase, and then they drop down obviously all the levels, and then they get there. If I made one here, they would drop down all the levels here, but then they'd still have to run across. So I don't think it's actually worth having to do all that sort of stuff. We're just going to get this torch out of here and fix up. Let's go ahead and get some more torches as well to fix up some of these dark areas down here. Get all of these lit up nice and well. I think that torch should do some good work for all of these dark areas. You can see there's actually under the bridge and inside the water there is some dark areas. We don't have to worry about them, because if something spawns in the water, I don't think anything does spawn in water at the moment. And there's also like some areas down here, but nothing can get out of there. That could be a dangerous thing, because beetles, but beetles will be a lot lower than that generally, so I don't think I have to worry too much about that. We can see it's dark under here as well, so if we place around about 3 torches, we should be able to eliminate pretty much all of that threat. And it's going to allow basically the enemies to spawn much further away than just like under our tree farms. So the last episode I was in the military, and I was thinking of a way that I could actually get one squad to go ahead and attack, and another squad to only perform attack orders, you know, like, it's kind of difficult, but it will work if we actually do go to these formations. So we can see this one formation, it does perform attack orders, so they are going to run to anywhere that I click on attack. I'm going to take them off of that. Actually, I think the number 2 one, no attack orders. Okay, so we're going to keep these guys on not defend gnomes, just perform attack orders. So whenever I click attack, they're going to go straight there. They're not going to worry about any other gnomes that are in danger. It's, you know, just the way that things have to be. And 2 no attack orders is going to be only defending gnomes. So any gnome that sees anything in the whole kingdom, this squad is going to rush to them and help them. They will not go to attack orders, so that we can simply keep... Actually, you know what? That's sort of... Actually, no, that does make sense, because we don't have... any of these doing both, because if you've got defending gnomes and perform attack orders, they're just gonna like probably ignore the attack order and go defend gnomes, or they're gonna ignore the defend gnomes and go do the attack order. So if we have a bit of diversification, and that's a wonderful word, inside of our military, it's gonna be a lot easier for multiple attacks to be swatted down and a lot less effective. So we can see we've got like ranged, and we've got actually 2 1s and 2 no attack orders. So that's going to be, I think, what I basically want to be doing. Performing attack orders is much more important than actually just defending little gnomes, because I generally want to attack the greatest threat to the kingdom first, and that's why I do the attack orders. We can see that these sawmills, this second sawmill is up. It's actually the 3rd sawmill, and the 4th one is being built by this wonderful man, Raiden. He has no arm, he's only 1 arm, which is crazy. We can actually see that this tinker bench is actually up, and the machine shop and also the engineer shop pretty much just sitting there doing absolutely nothing at all. So if we head over to population, we should be able to see if we have any engineers or tinkerers. There we go, we've got 2 tinkerers. We just need to find out who that is and actually take them off any other jobs and keep them working at the tinker's bench. So seeing that Raiden actually only has 1 arm, I'm going to take him off hauling, just let him relax a little bit more and simply stand still and tinker and do some machining and possibly engineering, because he's going to be great at that. He's actually got decent skill at it, and he's also got 1 arm, so we want to take a bit of the load off him and make sure he can relax a little bit more than some of the other gnomes, because only having 1 arm is kind of a big deal. If we take off everything except for engineering, he's going to be able to sit at the tinker bench and actually do some great stuff. If we go to the actual tinker bench, why can't I click on it like that? Okay, task tinker. It is in fact open, but I think Raiden is just waiting to finish up his final job. Yep, there we go, it's lit up, and we should see him come very shortly. There he is with his 1 arm. He's tinkering, so we've got twice the tinkering power, and we can see that amazing things are happening. People are eating, people are drinking whilst they're tinkering, so they're probably getting way too drunk to tinker, but it's still going to happen, because that's the way that sometimes it has to happen, because some of the greatest ideas are made by crazy people. Okay, so this 3rd training ground actually has a gap in the wall here, so if we go ahead and build a stone wall out of the wonderful bauxite as always, just patch that up there, and we actually need to probably I actually don't need to cut down any of these trees. Let's check up on the stocks and see what our wood is at. We've actually got 97 logs and 8 planks. I think that's being kept quite constant because of the groves. We can see there's like logs sitting out here, so we're not in a short supply by any mean. So I think we should be able to keep it at that and not worry about sending people outside here. We can see that some people are coming out here to just like pick up random stuff that is still left over. I guess we're just gonna have to I guess wait until that's done, or we can wall them off if the time comes when I see a big enough force that's crazy and just wants to kill everything. I hope that doesn't happen at all though. So back to the memorial that we planned to build in the last episode. I just never got around to it. We're gonna go ahead and actually build some terrain, build a wall here. I think it's going to just be out of stone, so it can look like, you know, we've actually placed this here and it doesn't look a bit silly. We're going to do that right there, and we're going to have sort of a thing here. This is where I think the actual thing is going to be. It's going to be like stairs here. Let's go ahead and build some stairs now. Because it's going to be like, I don't know, just a bit out of the way, like a centerpiece for the actual kingdom. I haven't actually planned this. I'm just doing this as I play along with this. So we're gonna have to do that, and then put another stairs up. Oh god, I think it's 4 my hotkey. Yeah, there we go, 4. The bauxite stairs. Make a second staircase up. Oh, we actually need a floor on there. I think 3 is my floor. Yes, it is. Go ahead and make that a bauxite like we always do. I think I'm on the right level, but for some reason I can't actually get this on here. Wait a minute, we weren't on the right level. Misodam, oh god, I keep doing that with stuff, but let's go ahead and cancel that wrong job. I should have just done that correctly the first time, but just the way that some things go, we're actually going to need to create a floor here. We're going to make it out of just regular dirt, so some grass can... Oh, grass isn't actually going to grow back there, but that doesn't matter. And we're also going to want to make some more walls out of stone, and it's going to be like this. So it's going to be like a 3 by 3 pillar. Wait, oh crap. What did I just... I didn't actually place... Okay, so I didn't actually place walls there. Why can't I place walls? Okay, oh, I need to place them on top of something. Okay, that makes sense. I guess I should remove this ramp. So we're going to remove that ramp and build a floor across, and this amazing music just started, and that makes me think that evil is coming. I mean, listen to it. It's evil. Goblin has been spotted. 2 goblins, one has a war axe and one has a war hammer. I think it's a battle axe actually. Not okay. There's actually at least 3 goblin fighters that we can see right here. Let's wait. Actually, we could go ahead in depth and see who is the best fighting, and then just focus on those guys. We can see, wow, it's definitely these 2 guys here. They have quite high skills in what they are doing. So let's go ahead and attack those guys. And oh god, we've got a fully copper armor outfitted. Whoa, that was... Wait, my perspective is completely jank. Oh, that's right. My perspective was changed and I didn't actually realize where they were coming from, but they were right here, and we can see that if we scroll up, the range guys aren't actually... No, they're rushing down. Okay, so there's a lot of goblins being spotted. A ton of goblins have been spotted. The range guys are rushing out here. They're doing some damage. The goblin has died. I really don't know. This is an amazing crowd of just death and fighting. Lots of goblins dying. There we can see this goblin has no arms. He is dead. And there's the threat gone. That is amazing. We got some extra items and things like that. We can see this soldier just rushing out here and going, oh, is there anything left here? Or nope. And he just runs back in because he knows that the kingdom is safe. That was just an amazing battle. So many things were going on that I couldn't even see what was going on, except for arms flying everywhere and trees just like talking to me. And I was like, no! So much magic in the land, and then, you know, it's just craziness. So back to the memorial. We're gonna have to wait for someone to actually dig out that, so we can place a floor across there, but we can continue on with this. Now I'm trying to think of what I'm actually going to be doing. We'll create a stone floor across to here. I don't know how high I'm going to make this thing. I don't know if it's going to be super duper high or it's not going to be high at all. I think this block right here is where it should go up to. And, oh, why did I actually cancel that floor? We need to make that once again. Extend that along here and get a staircase actually built up there. But we actually need wait for the floor to make before we can place this staircase. But still, this remove ramp, in fact, I don't think anyone can actually get to that. Yeah, I don't think... Oh, wait, someone can get to it. Okay, so that is a nice thing. Hopefully they don't get stuck down there right after they do that. So that'll be kind of an unfortunate thing. Whilst I'm doing this, actually, I want to keep downstairs mining going, because obviously that's going to be important for basically everything. So we can see that we've done like a whole lot of mining. A lot of these torches aren't actually... Okay, so a lot of these torches aren't being placed that quickly. Bit of a worry, honestly. We can see people are hauling down here. This is an issue because, I mean, if there is something here, if there is a beetle here laying a nest, it's gonna just get like way too big by the time we actually get to there. So I'm thinking maybe I should wall off some of these places. I know it's been a tricky thing to do in the past with people getting stuck and dying, but at this point I really just, I don't know. There's danger both ways. Like if we run into a big beetle nest too late, you know, half the kingdom could go down. But if we just accidentally trap one person in, it's just one person. It's kind of really not that nice to think about, you know, thinking, oh, is killing one more than possibly losing a lot? I don't know. I'm struggling with this decision, and I think I don't want to be the reason for death. I think dying to enemies is a much more honourable thing than just getting trapped by your silly leader, whatever I am, to these actual gnomes. So we're going to just let these torches get actually built up, and actually we can just extend a line across here and keep that sort of joined together so the guy doesn't have to run all the way around here. The guy or the girl, it does not matter. And we can probably, at this point, I don't want to extend into any more mining areas until I get all of this lit up. I know it seems a little bit less efficient and stuff, but it's just going to be the safest bet in the long run. If we check up on the stocks, I want to make sure that we actually still have coal. Yes, we do have 22 coal, and scroll up and we can see that torches are being made. You can see that these are both, actually this one is not lit up, this carpenter is not lit up. So let's, the priority is only 5. Let's put that up to 1 because obviously carpenters are super duper important. Need to keep that running and stuff like that. 2,400 food, 530 drink, and the memorial is actually sort of coming together. Okay, so we can see that that is happening there. It's going to be a 3x3. Okay, we can do this. So if we go ahead and just build a wall, make it out of stone and bauxite, we can get the first layer of this down here. I'm thinking maybe we should do like bauxite lapis or something like that. That'd be kind of cool to actually have a little bit of a varying color. And I actually need to go ahead and cancel this middle row to make sure that these two side ones get done before, so we don't actually trap ourselves in and don't have one of them built. So it looks like that's going to do it. We're going to continue on with our memorial and everything else that we can find to do. There's plenty to do in the future episodes. So, you know, I'm just going to say thank you to everyone for watching. My name is Derpify, and this has been the Grizzly Inkling inside Gnomoria, and I'll see you next episode.